Whose in-depth knowledge, experience, passion for human life and improving quality of life that has absolutely gone out there and changed through our message, through your message that you promote. Thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands and now millions and millions of lives and millions of pounds lost and millions of relationships improved and people looking in the mirror and loving what they see again. What better person for Canada to meet today? Stand on your feet and help me welcome our scientist, Dr. Michael Simon. How cool is this? This is very cool.
I'm going up there for that.
I told Nick that when we first started dating, I said, Nick, you could have me, in a room with Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Denzel Washington, all these males. I wouldn't care. I would take sitting next to Dr. Michael Simon right now, a man that's changing millions of lives, any day over those dudes. How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? Amazing. In this company, to haven't had a chance to actually, see you in person, so this is a very big deal for all of us today. But we just want to tell you that we respect you so much for your heart and passion and changing people's lives and everything that you've done to create this perfect opportunity, the best opportunity on earth for all of us because of your products. Now, a lot of people don't know your background, and the way I explain Dr. Simon in a nutshell is that he's sort of like the perfect balance between Eastern and Western medicine. So he's the best of both worlds. He's an ear, nose, and throat surgeon. He's a medical doctor, but his passion is proactive health and wellness. Kind of talk to us a little bit about where that passion started in preventative medicine.
Can you hear me? Yeah. First thing, thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me that you're all here. Second of all, that picture of me in the middle, I look really serious. I'm using that. Except when the customs guys were interrogating me this morning. I brought my mom and my dad. My mom's like, should we tell them we have drugs? I said, no, Mom, we have to say something. What about the firearms? I said, keep them in the plane. Anyways, it's a true story, by the way. I have to keep my mom kind of, Anyways, so, before, Ashley is amazing. She talks about all these products, and it's one thing that I've learned, and it's changing paradigm in medical care and medicine today, is we used to get a lot of our information from the drug reps who are all brilliant. So I'm in awe when I sit next to this woman here because she's a very bright woman and has a great understanding. So kudos to Ashley. So it started probably back in about 1978 in high school, and I literally subsisted on nacho cheese, Doritos, Coca-Cola, and pizza. That was my diet, and I realized that wasn't very good. And I realized that I was either going to be an F-16 fighter pilot, and my dad, who was a school teacher, said, Michael, go to school, and maybe one day you'll be able to fly, but go to school, because in America you had to go to high school and go right to the Air Force. And then I started thinking about medicine because I really wanted the opportunity to help people. It was really kind of my passion. And, I started looking at what doctors do, and everybody was getting these zoology degrees and botany degrees and these silly degrees that really, I don't think, help so much. I mean, the zoology and humans, I'm not so sure that makes it so. I like pets, but it didn't really make a lot of sense to me. So I basically developed my own major through the School of Public Health at the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. And I graduated from the School of Public Health with my undergraduate degree in human nutrition because I realized doctors know nothing about nutrition. And really, Hippocrates has said, let thy food be thy medicine, let thy medicine be thy food. And we really don't do that, obviously. And I certainly wasn't doing that either. And then I went to medical school also at Michigan. And I realized that about that time that people just weren't doing it right. I could do this here, and why don't we just do this for fun? If everybody will just stand up for a second. My professor of human nutrition said, I'll tell you why I'm going. For those of you who are standing, those of you who have a relatively healthy diet, you eat from the basic food groups, you have 1 shake a day, or 2, remain standing. So seriously, if you have a relatively healthy diet, you can remain standing. If you're having fast food more than a couple of times a week, you should be sitting down. If you have processed foods, you should be sitting down, but a relatively healthy diet. While Canadians are so much more healthy than Americans. Vegetables per day. I'd prefer 10, but you can remain standing for 5 helpings of fruits and vegetables per day. Remain standing.
Is that including the Vi shake?
That is something, yeah, absolutely. So the new cookies, by the way, have 2.2 servings of fruits and vegetables in them. So that's 2.2 right there. Oh, I see people standing back up. And now, for those, that's very impressive. 5 helpings of fruits and vegetables per day. For those of you still standing, those of you who have minimal to no stress in your life, remain standing. So, the people who are still standing, if you can stand for the rest of the day, that would be fine. So my professor of nutrition said, if you do these things, if you eat from basic food groups, you have 5 to 10 helpings of fruits and vegetables per day, you really don't need to supplement. The bottom line is that less than 1% of North America and the world does that. And even if you do, I'm not convinced that the fruits and the vegetables that we get from our ground today, the minerals have been wasted away from all the years of farming, from the monsoons, from whatever you want to say, from inorganic farming and things that we do have just been very damaging to our earth, as you well know. So I do think, and one of the things that Ryan talks about is functional foods. I do think that we have to have a healthy diet, but I do think that all the products we're developing for you, I started in my dorm room. I had vats of vitamins and vats of herbs in my dorm room, and I would mix them up, and I had powders in my room, and then it grew from that to me giving them to the members of the Detroit Red Wings, the Chicago Blackhawks, nobody from Canada, though, except that they're all Canadian players mostly. Professional athletes, and it grew from there. So it really started with the School of Public Health at the University of Michigan, studying nutrition, medical school there, and now I work for a large $5.2 billion a year health system in the Midwest. And although, as you heard, my day job is as an ear, nose, and throat surgeon, I wear 6 or so other hats for the health system, and I'm their medical director of wellness. And I'm the medical director of the Center for Integrative Medicine because I'm open-minded enough to know that even though MDs and DOs have a good amount of knowledge of the human body, there's so much we can learn from people from around the world. And so, what's alternative in the United States is likely mainstream someplace else. And we're really bringing in, as you've heard, the best of both worlds to help shape the future and make the world a healthier place.
From powders and herbs in his college dorm room to now being the man. Ladies and gentlemen, my next question is actually something that I think everyone in this room is passionate about. Bottom line, the epidemic of obesity, you pretty much have to live under a rock to not know something about what's going on out there, the shift that's happening. How bad is it really, Dr. Simon, and what other disease states is the epidemic of obesity actually impacting?
Yeah, like you said, you don't have to live under a rock to know. So right now, 30% of North America is overweight or obese. The number is expected to be 40%, so almost half of us by, they're saying 2030, not too far away. We're certainly going in the wrong direction with regard to our weight and our body mass index. It's a huge problem. It's an epidemic. I was in Washington, D.C. Saturday, Tuesday, meeting with our representatives, our congressmen and senators, talking about health. I know for a fact that we could cut healthcare costs in America in half. I will say in half. And I really believe, frankly, that the tools that Visalis is providing everybody is one of the keys to doing just that.
Amen.
And I talked to them about that. The bottom line is that it's an epidemic, it's a huge problem. And then she kind of asked, not kind of, she did ask, bless you by the way, she asked, somebody sneezed in the front. I'm not a priest or a pastor. Bless you. Everybody's sorry to sneeze, right? So there is a list about this long of diseases that occur because of obesity, and they add trillions of dollars a year to the economic burden around the world. And basically they cause things like stroke and diabetes and high blood pressure and arthritis, and the list goes on and on. And so, I understand, as a physician, it's very easy for me to say, to a patient, you gotta quit smoking. And I literally have patients say, look, doc, I smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a day for 30 years. I will quit when I die. I get that from my patients, which is sad. Or if I see somebody who's 100 or 200 pounds overweight, it's insensitive of me to say, hey, look, you gotta lose 200 pounds. They know that, they get it. There is some kind of block there. And that's, to me, I helped develop these products, and as Ashley kind of mentioned, it really took the 90-day challenge and those sorts of things to get people motivated, because the bottom line is you can, we can, and we have to do this. I mean, the health care of the world, the economic care of the world is hinging upon us getting our health back. And, in America and in my hospital, we provide sick care. We do nothing more than sick care. We take care of you after the fact. And that pendulum has to swing back to prevention and wellness. And that's really one of the main reasons that I'm involved with this company, because instead of having a one-on-one patient visit, which is wonderful, and I adore that and I love that, because of people like you here in the audience, you're getting my 25 years of NIH-funded research, the work that I do for the CDC, the work that I do for the government, the patents that we have, the brain trust in Nick, Blake, and Ryan, who have been able to take some of my information, the fact that I get to work with Steve Witherly and Audrey and the rest of the group to really design products to help tackle these problems and really think about prevention and wellness. And to me, that's what ViSalus allows me to do. So I'm just thrilled about that, because I sort of segued about obesity in this, but that's what this is. I mean, to me, it's an amazing opportunity backed by intense amounts of science and scrutiny, and that's one of the main things that I do for the health system, and one of the main things that I do for ViSalus is to govern the products, to help develop them, and try to give us tools to help make the world a healthier place, because we need to be healthier.
Wow.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you right now are thinking, thank God Dr. Simon is as smart as he is, right? I mean, it's amazing. We have the easy part of the job, right? He does all the hard stuff to create the project. We get to go out there and change lives with it and talk to people about it. So, Dr. Simon, we owe it all to you. Thank you so much for everything that you are. We appreciate it very much.
I just wanted to lose weight and feel good. And in my first 90 days, I lost 42 pounds. Just started my second 90 day, I'm down 10 pounds. And honestly, if you have any doubt in your mind what this can do for you, I honestly didn't know how unhappy I was until I started feeling happy. So,
I'm Nathan Ware from Ottawa, Ontario. And I've been on the core kick consistently for actually a year as of this month, guys. And I'm competing in my very first men's physique show on the 19th here in the Mississauga area. And I've been using that kit all the way up to my preparation. So it's definitely for those who are fitness enthusiasts as well.
Don't worry about it.
I'm a newbie compared to all of these people. I've only been on the challenge for 6 weeks. It's totally changed my life. I've lost 16 pounds and 16 inches.
It's okay.
I feel amazing. I've got a bunch of friends that have joined me too, and it's phenomenal. Started on the shape kit, and now I'm on the transformation.
Good deal. Hi, my name is Jessica, and I'm from a little town called Rockland, Ontario. It's outside of Ottawa. I just recently started my second challenge. My first challenge, I have lost 25 pounds. And I was in the transformation kit. And to be honest with you, I was at a low in my life, and this has changed my life completely. It gave me back the energy, it just made everything so much clearer for me, and like I said, it's a life transformation. It's not just for your health. It's been changing my life with my children and my husband, and it's just all around amazing.
Hi, I'm Dan Budd from Bancroft, Ontario. heart attack at the age of 42 and I had to be defib 10 times. My wife found my solace because I had to do something that didn't involve major exercises. I wasn't allowed to. And I started my solace, and in 90 days I lost 37 pounds. Taking off all of my blood pressure medications as well as everything else because I'm getting healthier. And now I've started my second 90-day challenge and I'm on the trans kit.
Give them all a round of applause.
Support. That's what you need to fix your challenge.
Physically.
100-pound club. Anybody in the room who has lost over 50 to 100 pounds, stand up real tall. Come to the stage. If you lost over 50 to 100 pounds, take a minute to come to the stage.
I gotta go record this too. Oh, might as well. You might as well just sit on your lap and stay up here. Oh, you might as well stay here.
This is a lot of lives improved, dramatically improved. Each one of these people on this stage has lost over 50 to 100 pounds. We don't obviously have time to hear from all of you. Unfortunately, I really wish we could, but what you guys all definitely need to do is submit your stories. Stories.bysalas.com, first of all. And I'm gonna hear from 3 of you guys real quick. Okay, I'm gonna have 3 of you just quickly share what kit you've been using, how you're feeling, what your goals have been, or what you've accomplished so far.
My name's Joss. I started on the transformation kit, now I'm on the core kit, plus an extra bit of shake mix, and I've lost 57 pounds and 61 inches. I've taken about 22% body fat off. I deadlift around between 220 and 245.
Hi, I'm Daniel Krieger from Owen Sound. And I've lost 52 pounds, and I've been able to go from never running to doing a 10K run.
Hi, my name is Amy Zimmer, and I actually wanted to say that I was on the Biggest Loser season 4 back in 2007. I came back to personal stress and had a baby in 2009. So I've actually just started doing this about 2 weeks ago, and it's the best program I've ever been on. And I've already lost over 15 pounds with this, but I lost 126 back in 2007 doing the show, and I know by the end of the year I'm going to have the other 83 gone with by sales, so I'm so excited.
I'm Ryan from Windsor, Ontario. I'm so excited. I've lost 80 pounds now, I'm on my 3rd challenge, and right now I'm training to get back into the professional wrestling ring at 40 years old.
That guy there, 5-star ambassador, Kevin Latmore.
If you have been a Body by My champion, come to the front of the room, come to the stage. I thought we had a couple others in the room. Body by My champions. All right. Rod Elliott, our Body by My champion. Rod, I'm going to ask you just to quickly share with everybody what that experience was like and why it is so so important for anybody doing a challenge, no matter what that challenge is, why it's so important for them to enter to win?
It's important because it's a lifetime. It's just an experience of a lifetime. For me, we were flown out to LA. I was flown out with one of my best friends. Then they flew us in a private jet to Vegas. I mean, a private jet is pretty cool. It's something I never did, never thought I would do. Now I just want to do it more. But it's just, and then the stories. I mean, you get to market yourself in a way and you get recognized. And, it's just unbelievable to try to inspire people the way that I have. And I haven't really done anything. But to have people come up and share their stories and tell me I was part of it is just life-changing.
Do you think it played a part in helping you achieve ambassador with the company?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Your story is the proof, right? People don't want to see what others did, they want to see what you did. And when they know what you did, then they believe they can do it too.
Why don't you tell everybody what you did?
Took the challenge, lost 115 pounds in 90 days.
Any last piece of advice you have for everybody out here who is currently on a challenge?
Yeah, just remember sometimes, life does get in the way, and the reason this company is awesome, this product is awesome, is because when life does throw you that curveball, a lot of the times people quit, but it seems with the support and the Vive family that we have, we're able to continue on. So if you have to restart a challenge, or you've had an encounter where you put a little bit of weight back on because life happened, it's okay, because all of us are here to love and support you, and we're there to help you.
What you do for your profession, if you're a high-level athlete or if you're a chiropractor, massage therapist, whatever that is, and just quickly, why do you love promoting it to the people that are at your practice? Okay? So I'm going to start with someone who some of us would know, some of us may not. This is a former American gladiator. You would know her as Valerie. Her name on the American Gladiators was Siren. Why you started?
Well, actually, right after the show, I was dealing with a lot of injuries. In my elbows, in my joints, I had severe arthritis. On a scale of 1 to 10, my arthritis was an 8. And one of my clients, a weight loss client, brought this to my attention and said, you really need to try this challenge, and the shakes taste like cake mix. But what I found was the science behind the ViPack. Like Ashley said, I researched all the mitochondrial effects in the cell. After 1 week of being on the core kit, my arthritis pain went from an 8 out of 10 to a 2. And I said, everybody needs to be on this. It's all about better nutrition, total health. That's what people don't understand. The more nutrition that you have that your body needs, that's the fuel for life. That's the fuel for life. It's not about just losing weight. That's a side effect of good nutrition.
This guy's I'll let him really share his story, but he set a 90-day challenge for himself and was able to do 2 things back to back in a very short period of time. So, why don't you share it?
Okay, so my last 90-day challenge was to fight professional MMA. I made my pro MMA debut on April 20th in Gatineau.
You won.
The reason why I got involved was because I saw that second video and I cut a lot of weight, and there was no way that I got all that nutrition in 1 day of eating pretty clean. That's in the shake, and I just saw an opportunity to share with all my friends that fight and make them feel as great as I do. It's really helped my training, and the biggest thing I've noticed is the recovery after workouts is quite improved.
And the thing he didn't tell you is actually that he had his a professional Muay Thai fight as well, about 2 weeks before his professional MMA fight. So, incredible stuff from a high-level athlete perspective.
He didn't say his name. They want to know his name.
Andrew Walters.
Hi, my name is Carol Peace from Grimsby, Ontario. I'm an osteopath, I'm a trainer, I'm a massage therapist, and I'm competing next Saturday in Port Credit for my bikini and a figure competition.
awesome results with this. And I just want you to know that this actually works. The ingredients are awesome. The formula is amazing. And I've turned 50 and I'm still competing in bodybuilding.
Hi, my name's Angie. I'm from Ottawa, and I'm a massage therapist. And the biggest reason why I enjoy promoting Visalis Sciences Body by Vi is because I treat people every day in my room, and I like to think that I help them recover, injury prevention, everything else. But when they leave that room, I can only offer them so much advice and hope that they take it with them. With the Body by Vi, Visalis Sciences, they actually take that with them, and now I can feel better about helping them beyond my room, at home, and they can share it also with their friends and family, and people that they care about as well. So I feel that I've suddenly had an extension of my practice with this product, with this company.
Give these guys all a big round of applause, our fitness professionals and our athletes in the room.
How many are interested in making some money? You know, it's kind of funny when I first got involved with Visalis, and when I was looking at it, for me it was all about the money. I'm a businessman. I've never had to lose weight in my life. I've always kind of been the skinny guy. That just makes some of you mad? I've never been bigger than a bar of soap after a hard day's washing, so for me, I got that kid. So for me, it wasn't about weight loss, it was all about the money. But then here's what happened. As I began focusing on building a business and helping people become financially independent, the stories, yeah? What y'all just heard up on stage, that began to move me emotionally. I'm just like, man, this is exciting. So then when you take emotions and you plug that into a compensation plan that allows you to change people's life, not only physically, but financially, now all of a sudden we have a bomb on our hands. Does that make sense? Say yes?
Yes.
So what I'm going to share with you over the next few minutes is how the compensation plan works. I'm not going to go into great detail because we have a website that does that. It's compplan.visalis.com. So for some of you analytical people that think you need to know everything about everything, go there and learn everything you need to. Does that make sense? Say yes?
Yes.
I will warn you though. Here's a warning. The people that know everything are normally broke pumpkins. So try not to become the professor of the comp plan. Same thing with the product. Try not to become the professor of the product. Make sense? Say yes?
Yes.
Y'all notice it says get paid to promote the challenge. What did it say? Get paid to? Promote. Did you notice it didn't say to sell the challenge? Did you notice that? We promote the challenge. We don't sell it. First thing we must do is become a promoter. How do we do that? You've got three options. You've got the $49 option, or two, it's a lie. Okay, I'm just telling you. This is an actual business and we get paid to promote the challenge. Matter of fact, we get paid an obscene amount of money if you promote the challenge very, very effectively. And one key to that, again, is to put swipe around your neck. Have your swipe dangling off your neck. Make sense? Say yes?
Yes.
Next level, before we hit the next level in the company, we have an opportunity to do something that's very unique to the industry. One of the problems in this industry has always been, in order to create residual income, you have got to create a reoccurring purchase. We call this auto ship, right? Here's the problem with auto ship. No matter how good your product is, people start making decisions. Do I really want to buy that product, or do I want to pay the cable bill? How many of y'all know we're kind of in a bad economy right now? And so people's buying a product, or they have to pay the cable bill, they put it on the Franklin T, and they go, wait a minute, I'm not going to miss the Crab Kitchen show. I'm not going to miss Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? I'm not going to miss the American Idiot, Idol, whatever that thing is, or the people with no teeth jumping out of a boat on top of alligators screaming, Judo! Judo! So here's the deal. If you create a 3-for-free program, which we have, it's called Disappearing Auto Ship, you don't have to battle that any longer. Why? Because our product's free. Think about this. You would have to be a total complete nutcase to send your product back if it's free. Would y'all agree?
Yeah.
And currently today, I talked to Blake, no one has called my sales and said, would you please quit sending me free product? How many of y'all know it just don't happen? And the reason why this is important, I'll give you a little tidbit, the reason why this is super important is it doesn't matter how many people you bring into business, what matters is how many people stay in business. Would you agree?
Yes.
The second component of that is how many people stay in business buying or generating the purchase of products. Does that make sense?
Yes.
This is business 101. So the more percentage or the higher percentage of people that you've got to stay in business and generate dollars, the more money you're going to make at the end of the day. So this is unique to the industry. It's been a game changer. And I'll tell you what, 23 years in the business, I have never seen in the industry, I have never seen any retention rate even remotely close to what we have here at ViSalus. Is that amazing? Give yourself a hand.
Woo!
Let's talk about how we work with it. First thing is you've got to be on auto ship. You have to have a challenge kit on auto ship. If you don't, ViSalus doesn't know what to send you for free. Does that make sense? You have to have at least 3 customers on challenge kits. Now it can be more than 3, but at least 3 customers on challenge kits. When you do 3, folks, look around, give them a hand, give them a hand.
All these people get free product. They're standing up.
Now, you know what's funny about that? I love doing this. Every time I do this, I just get goosebumps because I remember when we first launched out, I was talking to some other friends in the industry who have done extremely well in the industry. They told me it would never work. This will never work. People won't do it. If they did do it, it'll never work for the company. How many of y'all, this is a total, complete no-brainer? Would y'all agree with me? It absolutely works. You can look around.
No-brainer.
And then from a corporate standpoint, watch this. This is what's so funny, and I'm not real good with math. How many of y'all can tell pretty quick I'm not that smart? Could y'all tell just by the way I talk? And I speak broken English. It's crazy, right? They were talking about the language. It's no special language. I speak broken English. But I speak fluent Vietnamese. Yeah, you get your nails done once a week for 23 years, you will too. Okay, So watch this. From a corporate standpoint, here's the deal. In order for a person to get free product, that means they're going to generate the sales of what? 3 kits. Now, from a company standpoint, they made full pop on 3 kits, and they gave 1 away. Would y'all agree with me that it costs the company less to make it than it does for what they normally sell for? So in essence, they're giving away 3 at full pop to give 1 away at cost. Make sense? Say yes.
Yes.
Is that a ingenious philosophy? Say yes.
Yes.
So it can never hurt the company. Why did I just explain that to you? Because I want you to understand this isn't a short-term deal. This is a forever deal.
Yes.
What's next? We hit a level in the comp plan, but too many. We hit a level in the comp plan called director. At director, here's what you've done. You shared it with 3 of your buddies, they become promoters. Maybe you shared it with 3 people that become customers. I don't know, but you've got 3 promoters in the business with you. You and your 3 promoters have done a total combined sales of $2,000. Matter of fact, if you think about it this way, it's not tough. If you come in at $499, you sponsor 3 of your buddies at $499, you've done $1,996. You just need a customer for $4. Is this starting to make sense, right? When you hit $2,000, you're a director. A director makes between $300 and $700 a month. Are you rich? Say no. But watch this. I don't know about Canada, but in the U.S. last year, $700 a month would have caused 90% of the bankruptcies that were filed not to be filed. Now, when I started my career out, my mission was to create 500 millionaires in this industry. And my mission hasn't changed, and we'll finish that number right here in ViSalus, but listen to me. My focus is to create thousandaires. To create as many people as I can, making $1,000 a month or more, part-time on the side, kind of like having a lemonade stand set up in the front yard on Saturdays, right? Something simple, something easy, something everybody can do, because $1,000 a month changes tons and tons and tons of lives. Real quick, we've got to do this extremely, extremely fast, because I want y'all to see there's people other than the people speaking that's making money. If you have hit director since Kansas City, need you to do this really quick. Run up to the front, line up for a quick picture moment, then we're going to have you sit down. So if you hit director, come on up, quickly, 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 quickly.
coming.
These folks are the ones that hit director. They're moving on. They're going regional. They're going to be driving BMWs here in the near future. One more time, give them a big round of applause. That's amazing. I love seeing when people hit that first rank in the company, because I know that once a person can go director, they can continue on, they can go regional director and beyond. Once a person goes director, and this is really, really cool, hitting director is the first rank, but then there's a status called Rising Star. If you go director within your first 30 days, how many days? 30. First 30 days, then you hit a status called Rising Star. What does that mean? More money. Now, I don't know about y'all, and I'm hoping this is true, that when you go into a business, you're going into a business to earn money. There's side products, or whatever, meaning that we're focused on helping other people, but at the end of the day, you're in to make what?
Money.
Money. In the U.S., I say dead presidents, but in Canada, y'all don't have those. Y'all got prime ministers on your Tookies, Tony, what are they called? Toolies? Whatever the things are. I don't know what they are. Toonies. And somebody got tickled just then. What happens after director and you hit the rank of Rising Star? What happens next? You move on to regional director. A regional director, here's how it works. You've got 3 active promoters, right? You've got 3 active what? Promoters. You do a total of $12,500 in volume. You can claim up to $7,500 out of one community. You're making between $1,000 and $2,000 a month. And you're getting a BMW bonus. Is that good? Say yes. Yes. I mean, it's huge. I mean, how many of y'all currently got jobs? If you got a job, raise your hand. Okay, let me ask you a question. When was the last time at your job that they gave away a free BMW? How about an Echo? Bicycle?
Here comes the turkey.
Skateboard. Are you begging for turkeys on Thanksgiving or something, right? Okay. Listen, this is huge. The company's giving a $600 BMW bonus away. It's amazing. Regional director, $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Are you rich? Say no. But you're starting to have some options, like where you might want to take your children, right? What's next? We have the BMW bonus. Now, when I hit this button the next time, you're going to see some normal people with cars. And I want you to envision, if you're not a regional director, can you see yourself as a regional director? Can you see yourself driving a BMW? Can you see one park in your driveway? Can you see one shutting up all the dumb friends that say dumb stuff whenever you're trying to talk to them about business? Look at this. Normal people, look at them. Y'all look just like them. That's normal people. Look at them. Folks, this isn't, one person that did really well that got a car, or maybe 10 people that did really well in a business that got a pink car. That's not what this is. This is something that's occurring every 45 minutes of every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every day of every month, every 45 minutes, someone's getting a BMW in my sales zone. Listen. I know what you're thinking. I met some of you outside and you are too cool for school. You're sitting there going, wait a minute, Kyle. I'm not going to drive a BMW. I drive a pickup truck. I get it. How many of y'all can tell I drive a pickup truck? It's free. If they were giving away free Yugos and Echoes, I would take all I could get. How many of y'all know that's just smart, right? So if you don't want to drive it, park it in your front yard. Fill it full of dirt and plant flowers in it. It's free! It kills me sometimes. People just like, well, I don't want to drive a BMW. Really? I didn't want to drive it either, but I'll tell you what's really cool. This is fun. Do this. How many of y'all drive pickup trucks? Anybody drive pickup trucks? A few of y'all? Yeah, it's not real popular in Canada, I guess. Get the Z4, that's a little two-door. Pick it up, put it in the back of your truck, and drive around town. You'll sign people up, and they'll chase you down, want to know what the car's doing in the back of the truck. Just trying to figure this out. What happens next? When you have three active promoters, and I like to call them communities. I'm just gonna tell y'all. How many of y'all call them legs? Some of y'all, I've got 3 legs and all this. We used to call them legs, but we discovered that nobody wants to be up in your leg, and so we started calling them communities from that point forward. Okay, so here's the deal. When you have 3 active communities and you've done a total of $40,000 in volume, you're now a national director. A national director, you're making $2,500 to $3,500 a month. Is that good? Say yes. You can count $2,400 out of one community. The balance has got to come out of the rest. And again, if you have any questions on any of this, don't ask me. Go to complan.bysalas.com. All the videos are there, and it'll break it down piece by piece. Blake Mallon's an amazing communicator, does a great job with it. Make sense? Say yes.
Yep.
What happens next? Whenever you've got $80,000 in total volume, you're now a presidential director. And I get it, I know. When I was a kid, I didn't like being called names neither. How many of y'all had a dream to be called the presidential director? Me neither. But here's the deal. You call me what you want as long as you're paying me good money. Does that make sense? You can call me Zippity Doodah. I don't care what you call me as long as you're paying me, right? So a presidential director, $80,000, $48,000 can come out of one community, the rest has got to come out of the open line. You're making between $4,000 and $6,000 a month. Are you rich? Say no.
No.
But do you definitely have some options at this point? At this point, you begin opting on thinking whether you want to get up in the morning and go to your job, right? You're starting to decide whether you want to go see the same dumb people doing the same dumb stuff on the drive to work, right? Just options. I'm not telling you to quit your job, but at least you can start thinking about what you would do if you actually owned your life instead of someone else owning your life. What happens next? You become an ambassador. An ambassador is $150,000 worth of volume. You can claim $90,000 out of one community. The rest has got to come from open line. You're making between $8,500 and $10,500 per month. How many of y'all know that you're not rich? But you've definitely got some options at this point. I mean, I don't know what y'all make up here in Canada per year, but an ambassador, you really start thinking about somebody in the household coming home. Maybe. Maybe you're just getting yourself in a position that if your boss ever decided that it was time for you to go, you could give him a high five instead of crying when this took place. Y'all see how this works? Or maybe he doesn't decide for you to go and you decide instead of calling in sick, you call in well. Has anyone ever called in sick before? 3 of y'all, the rest of you's lying. Or either your boss is sitting beside you and they're scared to raise your hand. Here's the deal. Calling in well is just like calling in sick. You call up and you say, hey boss, it's Kyle. I'm calling in well. You're calling in what? Calling in well. Well what? Well, I'm never coming back by. That is 3 active communities. You're going director. You're doing it your first how many days? 30 days. What happens next? If you want to drive a BMW, and I want you to wrap your head around this, people's always wanting all the intricacies of the compensation plan and yak. None of that matters. Here's what matters. You go Rising Star. Once you've done that, you know how to teach that. Does that make sense? Say yes?
Yes.
Go teach 6 of your friends how to go Rising Star, and now you're driving a BMW. Is that pretty simple?
Yes.
Now your friends are going, wow, you went Rising Star, you helped me go Rising Star, now you're driving a BMW, I want to drive a BMW. So here's what you do next. You go help, and I'm going to run through some slides that aren't here. You go help a handful of your buddies drive a BMW, like 3, and now you're a national director. Help 6, now you're a presidential director. Help 12, now you're an ambassador. This is how simple it is. People sit there going, I want to go ambassador. I want to make $8,500 to $10,500 a month. How do I do that? Go find 12 of your buddies that want to drive a free car. Now you're an ambassador. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Well, what do you do next? Go help a handful. I don't know if the next slide is this. Go help a handful of your buddies. Go help a handful of your buddies, like 5 of them that want to go ambassador. Now you're a 5-star ambassador. You're absolutely living your dream. What do I mean living your dream? You're making enough money where money is no longer an issue in your life. You're making enough money where you go through your life absolutely not focused on money, but focused on the things you want and love and care about. Make sense? Say yes?
Yes.
When you're ready. When you're ready. When you're ready. Why do I say when you're ready? Because, folks, this don't just happen. You have to make a conscious decision that you want to do this. You got to make a conscious decision that you're willing to sacrifice, put other people ahead of yourself, be willing to sow into others' lives, to go out and achieve massive, massive success. At this point, they start putting little crowns on your pin, and you're a royal ambassador, crown ambassador, global ambassador. I'm not going to get into all of it. Just know this. What to say, 120 to 200,000 plus a month. How many of y'all know you don't need but a couple good months to have money as an issue out of the way? That's good money, folks. Some of y'all are sitting there looking like deer in headlights, like 95% of y'all. Just sitting there looking crazy, like can't even know what I'm talking about. That don't even make any sense. How can a human being make that kind of money? Just trust me, it's huge. I'm going to stop on this slide. Again, everything that you want to know about the comp plan, you can go to compplan.mysalis.com and you can get all the information you need from there. You can get more information that you need. But listen, there's 8 ways of making money. First way of making money is to gather personal customers. Are they the easiest ones to gather? Absolutely. Because there's tons of people out there that just simply want to get on the challenge. Second way is when you bring a distributor into the, bring a person into the business, a distributor into the business, and they place their first order and it's not an ESS, you're going to get paid a first order bonus. Second way is fast start bonuses. Anyone that comes in on the ESS is going to get paid a fast start bonus. Next is the Rising Star bonus. You have to be a Rising Star to participate in the Rising Star pool. So you need to go director within your first 30 days and now you get paid more money. Make sense? Say yes? Next is the BMW bonus. How do you do it? You go regional director and the company either pays you $300 cash if you don't drive a BMW or $600 a month to drive a BMW. How many of you know it only makes sense to drive a BMW, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's next? Team commissions. This is your long-term residual ongoing income. What's next? You have leadership pools. The company throws pools together for you to swim in. How many of y'all know that you want to swim in pools that have money? Okay. What's next? You have the ambassador star bonuses. As you go 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and beyond, you get to participate in these star bonuses. It's an absolute home run. It simply means more money. Some of you are sitting there going, well, Kyle, why didn't you get into the intricacies of the comp plan? Because none of it matters. Here's what matters. Go Rising Star, help 6 people go Rising Star, get yourself into a car. That's the comp plan. That's the comp plan. Does that make sense? People's like, well, I want to know the comp plan. Why? Do you know how your car works? Most of you have no clue that when you turn the key, the oil sucks oil up through a series of tubes, carries it up to your hydraulic lifters, and carries you down the road. Here's what you care. When you turn the key, it works. Listen to me. When you turn the key on MySalis, baby, it works. The question is, will you work? Are you passionate enough to make it work? Are you willing to get out of that lazy boy? That's the chair with the stick shift on the side. Are you willing to get out of the lazy boy? Most of you are shoving the handle down, that stands for loser, and you're watching TV. Pull the handle up, that's 5th gear, baby. Get out of that sucker and go live your dreams. God bless y'all, my God.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Biden. I am so blessed to be here right now.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
I have so many people to thank. I am a single mother myself, 4 children, raising them, and get into this business in September. And I have to recognize Thomas Davidson for coming down to Nova Scotia.
That's our buddy.
From Nova Scotia to really promote this challenge. And I have to say, Tom's really got a fire under my butt. And it's just brought me here today. And I'm just so excited. And I cannot wait to put that stage in Miami as an ambassador. That's what it is.
look at it. My Body Bye Bye anniversary was May 5, so I just had that a couple of days ago, and it's just been a crazy, amazing ride. Started a little slow. I sold my first 49 kit a month and a half after I started, so I'm actually quite pretty pumped to be up here. So I don't know about you guys, but if it takes you a month and a half to sell your first 49 kit, the message is don't give up.
Hi everyone, my name's Paul Laird. I'm from Kingston, Ontario. Today is actually my 1-year anniversary. I've been in 1 year today, so anyway, for me, it's been a great journey. I hit national in the first 45 days and just went presidential recently, and hopefully I'm going to be ambassador soon. For me, the biggest thing, it's just the freedom that you get. I'm a single dad of 2, and having the time to spend with my kids over having to do side jobs here and there on weekends is probably one of the best things I can do. Is when I get them, I get to actually spend time with them rather than having to worry about where the next paycheck's going to come from, or whether or not I can go buy them what they want. And it's just all about helping people start in cars, and you focus on what everybody else wants, and in turn you can get what you want.
Sounds like Zig Ziglar.
What they want and not what they need? Good for you. Good for you. Congratulations. Thanks so much, you guys. Congratulations to our... Oh, I apologize.
Hi, my name is Brenda Warrens. I'm from Winnipeg. It is my 98th day with Marcellus, and I'm presidential running for ambassador this month.
That is amazing.
Thanks so much to our...
Hi, I'm Janelle Bieber. I worked in the oil field for 8 years. I was a truck driver. I had kids, decided I wanted to stay home and not go back to the patch. And in 9 months I became an ambassador myself.
Toby and Layla, we live in Brantford, Ontario. 4 years ago, we lived in the basement of a bar, 2 broke musicians covered in tattoos. Now we make more in a month than my friends make all year long. Hi, I'm Amanda Parkovich. I'm from Whitby, Ontario. Prior to Marcellus, I worked in the banking industry. I'm a single mom with a 9-year-old son. Almost bankrupt, and now an ambassador with an awesome team.
My name is Robin Stabler from Gregory, Michigan. I have a 11-year experience in the networking industry. My husband's a police officer. An ambassador in 45 days totally changed our life. This is what I do full-time, and next month my husband will retire after 16 years of service.
I'm from Montreal, and Montreal. I'm a former newscaster in Montreal, and I'm ambassador since 7 months.
No speak English?
Tracy from Mississauga, and before I was a broke web designer, and now I help create ambassadors.
Hello everybody, I'm Nancy Brother from Montreal as well. I used to play hockey for the national hockey team and also massage therapist. And it's been a blessing because I can stay home with my 8-year-old boy, so just do it guys, it's so fun.
Hi guys, Carolina from here in Toronto. Single mom of 3 to ambassador in 6 months. Drop my kids off at 9, pick them up at 3:30 and spend my days motivating and inspiring people.
D'Souza. We have 4 children. We became 1 star in about a year.
We both worked full-time. She's now able to retire at 36, go on the school field trips with her children, and you know what? If you want it, achieve it, and it's simply amazing.
From Canada, Ontario. My wife and I are one-star ambassadors, and she does this full-time. I still have a full-time job, but hoping to retire in the next 6 months.
Why?
Rick and Krista Ward, Major Ontario, are one-star ambassadors in 16 months. My wife actually is fully retired now and stays at home with our kids and shares challenge with a lot of people, and I'm about 70% retired, hoping to be 100% retired by the end of this year.
I'm Tisha Skuda. I'm a one-star ambassador out of Cambridge. I'm a full-time hygienist. I'm down to 1 day, and just want to say no experience in the direct selling marketing. I just love I love it, be passionate, and just continue to motivate and inspire everybody.
I'm Julie Morgan, my husband Sean Morgan. I'm in nursing and he owns his own company. One-star ambassadors from Kitchener, and I still work full time. He's 50% there now.
My name is Casey Baker. I just moved to Newmarket. I'm from Saskatoon. I was in construction, dug a lot of holes and poured a lot of concrete, worked really hard. Started the business last January, retired from my job in March last year when I hit ambassador. And it's been a great ride to stay home and raise our family. That's why we started doing this. It's changed our lives.
Hey guys, I'm Bobby Sullivan, one-star ambassador. And prior to myself, I was one of the pastors at Impact Church in London. I still am one of the pastors at Impact Church in London. It's now, after 18 months, I no longer need to take the salary from the church. So.
My name's Jen Herrick. I'm from Curtis, Ontario. I'm an ambassador.
What the fuck's Curtis, Ontario?
My husband and I both still work full-time. I manage a real estate office. He has a painting business, but we have certainly been able to reevaluate our priorities and what's important. And getting to do things with our son, trips. We just planned a trip to Disney, and that's something we wouldn't have been able to do 6 months ago. So thank you very much, Visalis.
Hi everyone, I'm Ken Holmes from Ottawa, Ontario. I got introduced this about a little over 2 years ago, and at that time I retired from the police force after 32 years. What I noticed is a very simple, duplicatable system that if you help people, you create an awesome legacy. I have over 800 BMW qualifiers on my team and 41 ambassadors, and that's because everybody's following the system.
And I ran a production company, a photo and video production company. I have always worked 2 jobs, 2 full-time jobs at the same time in order to carry a house on my own. I'm no longer on my own. But the nice part is I was able to let go of both the jobs, and now I work from home in my pajamas every single day, having the time of my life. My name is Wendy Burrow. I'm a 2-star ambassador from Alberta, Canada. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4 children. I have a 7-year-old, 5-year-old, 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. And I refused to take an allowance from my husband so that I could get my hair and nails done. So I started Visalis, and in 3.5 months, I was making more money than him. And at 30 years old, he retired from the oil field, and now we're full-time making stars and cars.
Just go to work, and every one of you can do this. It's not hard, but it's life-changing for sure.
Hi, Alex Clark and Tracy Stewart from Delphi, Ontario. We're one-star. Still working full-time, but I was able to retire after 28 years of retail, and now we spend weekends together doing this.
Yeah!
I'm Kelly Davidson from Cambridge, Ontario, 2-star ambassador.
working in a factory, so I decided to go hard with this, and now I can spend every hour at home with my kids and my family.
How many of y'all know this is cool? You're an ambassador and you've now helped one of your buddies go ambassador. Do y'all remember? $8,500 to $10,500 a month. Not only are you making that, now you've helped someone else do that. Is that really cool? Say yes?
Yes.
Real fast, and I'm going to keep talking, so do this silently, and you got to hear me real closely. If you have became a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star since Kansas City and you're not doing your ambassador walk today, if you would, run over here to the side of the stage and kind of line up real fast for me, but just do it quietly because I'm going to keep moving. And if you look, that's $11,000 to $15,000 a month. How much? $11,000 to $15,000 a month by helping one of your buddies that you love anyway go ambassador. What happens next? You go 2-star. You find 2 of your buddies, 2 of your friends somewhere in your life that you know, you care about, or someone that you need that wants to make an extra $8,500 to $10,500 a month, and you help them go ambassador. When you do that, you're a 2-star ambassador, you're making $15,000 to $25,000 a month. Hello? How many of you know this is good money? Wow. All 3 of y'all. Well, I'll go all the way through and then I'll come back to y'all. What happens next? Find 3 of your buddies. Help 3 of your friends. 3 of your friends go ambassador. Now you're making between $30,000 and $40,000 a month. Is this good? Say yes. I know some of you are sitting there thinking I'm saying annually. I'm not saying annually. I'm talking about a month, man. This is a big deal. What happens next? You find you another one that you personally enroll into your business. They go ambassador. Now you're only building 3 communities, so 2 of these other ones are going to come out of one of those 3 communities. You find a 4th one. Now you're making between $40,000 and $50,000 a month. Is this good? Say yes. What happens next? You find a 5th one. Now you're making between $60,000 and $70,000 a month. I'm not sure about y'all, and I'm just going to test you real quick. How many of y'all think between now and the end of time, between now and the time you leave this earth, you might be able to find 5 of your buddies, only 5, that would like to make an extra $8,500 to $10,500 per month and still keep their job? How many of you think you might be able to find 5? About half of you. The other half, could you find 3? 1. Listen, some of y'all are sitting here going, I don't have friends. You need to read a book on how to win friends and influence people. Because you need to find 5 of your friends that you want to go help, you want to go bless, you want to help them make an extra $8,500 to $10,500 a month. Let's do this real fast. If you're a 1-star ambassador, come up here real quick. 1 stars, quickly. 1 stars, give them a hand, y'all. Recognized at the national event, and I know everyone in here is going to the national event. If you're going to the national event, raise your hand. Alright, so real quick, we're just going to let them tell you who they are, where they're from, but I want y'all to know what these people look like. Why? Because they're normal looking people. Would you all agree? And if they're normal looking people and you're a normal looking person, you're going to find out real quick that if they can do it, so can you. If one man or woman can achieve something, so can another. Do you agree? Say yes?
Yes.
If you would, one other thing. Name where you're from and what you did or do for a full-time living outside of my house. And I'm going to let y'all hold this, but don't get on any tangents, just what I asked.
So you don't want to sing nothing like that. Okay, Alice Laze from Delhi, Ontario. This is my lovely fiance, Tracy, one-star ambassador. I'm still working. Tracy's obviously retired now and loving it. I'm a salesman. Yeah, this is it.
Hello everybody, I'm Nancy Droulet from Montreal, Quebec. I used to be an Olympic athlete in women's hockey. I'm also a massage therapist. And I've been having so much fun, but I made all the mistakes, okay? So don't be afraid to make mistakes. I didn't follow the system at the beginning, so Lord Petrilli, thank you, and just follow the system and have success. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Guy Bolduc from Montreal.
Ooh, I've seen him on
Quebec
Facebook.
City. Anyone
Guy
from
Bolduc, he's
Quebec
on my
City here?
Facebook.
Sorry, my English is not very well. Yeah, Quebec City. I'm a former newscaster in Montreal on the TV network, and now I'm a one-star ambassador. It's a second career. I'm a businessman. It's my real life too. So it's a pleasure to help people, and we are very happy to be here today.
I'm blessed to be here. I'm very happy. I'm one-star ambassador, so I'm not a dresser anymore since a few months, so I'm very happy. Thank you.
My name is Tracy from Mississauga, and 14 months ago I was nearly a bankrupt web designer, and thanks to my angel, Rachel Jackson over there, I'm now a 2-star, and I have to tell you, it's completely changed my life, and I know that everyone can do it and it will change your life too.
Hi, I'm Robert Jordan. I'm from Florida. I'm one-star. Recently called in well. I'm deputy at the jail, and you know, it's been the best thing for me. I'm done with work and just love my salads. Love it.
Thomas Davidson, 2-star ambassador, Cambridge, Ontario, former auto worker.
Up. But you guys heard we were the broke musicians in the basement of a bar. But before that, I was a should-be doctor, university dropout, who had 0 plans in my life. So I saw this industry as something that didn't care if I was covered in tattoos, didn't care if I dropped out of university, didn't care what my background was. All that mattered was me. So anybody can do this. If 2 broke musicians can do it, so can you.
Ambassador. I was a bartender, he was not a worker, and we are both retired now.
Jason Perrier, you guys know our story. 9-year Applebee's server. I mean, if a 9-year Applebee's server can come out and knock the doors off this thing, every single one of you guys can. I mean, you have a chance right now. You'll never, ever have this opportunity again as long as you live, guys. Yeah, timing is everything. And literally, the next 6 months, everything's happening. You see what's happening now. Apply everything that you're learning today. Take massive, massive action. Keep your eyes on the end, on the goal. Don't look left, don't look right. Go full speed, lace your shoes up, and run as hard as you can for the next 6 months, and you will not recognize your life.
Matthew Britt, Ottawa, Ontario, former personal trainer, now retired.
Rachel Jackson from Houston, Texas, 27-year-old college dropout, worked in retail and in a call center, now a 5-star ambassador.
Josh Jackson, Houston, Texas, before Visalis. I was in insurance driving 100 to 300 miles a day.
Phenomenal, give them a hand, give them a big hand, thank you guys. Well, we're coming down, guys, to our final 30 minutes here, maybe even, what time is it right now? Quarter after. Quarter after, guys, we're gonna end like 40 minutes early. That's like an MLM record again. Nobody ends 40 minutes early, right?
I think it's because the Canadians like to party, so.
If you guys didn't know, tonight they're going to be hosting a party in this room right here. They're going to section it off, bring in a DJ, cash bars. What's the time on that party night? 9. You told me your fingers. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. There'll be a party in this room. Anyone want to come back and have a beer on Matt? Matt said he wants to buy beer for everybody.
Very special moments of the day, my favorite part of the day. We get to recognize our brand new ambassadors from this area that have all hit in the last 60 days. And I'm gonna let Ashley talk a little bit about what this means, and then we'll talk about, you know, kind of what I want you guys to show up, or how I want you guys to show up. So, my love, over to you.
You know, blood, sweat, tears, that comes to my mind, the sacrifice. More importantly, the things that these people are doing for you, to help you and lift you up. That's what really means the most when you think about looking at the folks you guys are gonna meet on the stage in just a second. But for a lot of these people, ladies and gentlemen in the room, I will tell you, this is gonna be one of the favorite days of their life. You know how they say on your last few minutes of living, you have these moments that flash. I truly believe for a lot of these people and these families in the room today that this right now will be one of those moments. And I'm gonna ask all of you to be very selfless right now and pretend as if this is your time. You've earned your ambassador, because if you're not yet, guys, you will be. And I want to know, how would you like for the rest of the thousands of people in this room to respond? How would you want them to respond? Think about that as these leaders are up here, because these are the real superstars. There's movie stars, and there's people who fake it to make it. These, in my opinion, are the real heroes that those you guys are about to meet.
Absolutely, and you know, one of the things that really helps you to understand how you should show up for these people is what Ashley just said about how would you want to be responded for or to when it becomes your turn. So I think we should ask you guys this: how many of you guys can see yourself becoming an ambassador one day? Anybody see yourself? And when they call your name, what does it sound like when they call your name? Well, we're going to call some names here in just one quick second. I want to talk to you guys about what ambassador means. It means they went out and did $150,000 a month in sales with promoting the challenge, and $150,000 with the customers and team on the challenge. They have probably on average a minimum of like a dozen BMW qualifiers that help on average at least a dozen people go qualify for their BMW. They make now a 6-figure a year income with us. So and on average they make $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, $11,000 a month to start. And you know, all of them have worked very diligently. They sacrificed, they've gone around the clock, they've sold out, and now we're going to recognize 4 brand new ambassadors. Please stand to your feet. Help me welcome the first ambassador, Miss Kyla Holt. Give us some love, everybody. Keep it going, guys. Keep that love going.
I'm just gonna kneel down at this height. Actually, they're all with me. Hold up.
Challenge.
Wow. I'm honestly speechless. This has been the most amazing journey of my life. When I started Visalis, I wanted to make $200 a month so I could put my kids in skating. You've heard stories of struggles and health and finances and everything, and Visalis has provided a solution to that. And this is a normal occurrence in my day-to-day life. If I can do it like this, I mean, I've had the support of my hubby, and I have 2 nannies, and I have a ton of friends, and as Nick mentioned earlier, you know, you got to get your spouse on board, or that partner, or those friends, and the ones that aren't on board with you, if this is your dream, you gotta stick with it. And whatever your dream is, you have to stick with it. I hit ambassador because I made a decision to be successful. And I didn't know what that was gonna be or how I was gonna get there, but I made up my mind that was gonna happen. And here I am today, standing on this stage in front of all of you, and it's so humbling, and I'm so honored to be here, and I cannot wait to get my kick-ass team up here with me.
That was a wake-up. We're not even. That was a wake-up call.
You ready, baby?
Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is my next just favorite part of the day. I don't think it gets any better than this. We get to now recognize our second ambassador of the day. Can you guys please give it up loud, knock the walls and the ceiling out, and yell for me for Miss Angie Daly.
Overwhelming. My name is Angie Daly, and I am from Newfoundland. And it is not easy to get places, believe me, I'm up the rock. I am a massage therapist, two Angies who are massage therapists in one building. How cool is that? I have been for 15 years, but more importantly, I am a mother who, on Mother's Day weekend, I'm gonna cry. This is why I have fancy tissues. But I had another decision to make this weekend, as well as I had in the last year of my life. I became a single mother and made a lot of life choices. And it was in September that my dearest friend in Rock, she called me up, and I said I wasn't going to say this, but I was in the bathtub. And she said, "Babe, I just heard about the most fantastic thing ever. Give me your credit card." I said, "I'm in the tub." She goes, "Okay, we'll put it on mine. Email me the money when you get out." The best choice I ever made in my life. And it was 3 months after my life took a big turn. And I have a business, and I had zero time. Zero time. And she had, my kit came, and I was excited that I had this box come in the porch, and I did not open it for 3 weeks. And she called me, she said, "You know, Rising Star Director, you got 30 days. I work well under pressure." I signed up 4 ESSs right away, and within the next month I became Regional Director. The month after that, National Director. The month after that, Presidential Director. And in January, I decided to go Ambassador. And when I made that decision, I worked very, very hard, and my team have worked very, very hard. And we're getting down to the end of the month, and I wasn't feeling very well. I was sick, throwing up. and I had to call my mother to come in and help me with my 2 little girls. And I said, you need to come in today, because today is my day and I need to do this for my children. That is my why, you know, and they are. And Tara was my aha moment today when she said, don't ever let your children be your excuse. They are my reason. And Stephanie had said to me when I was trying to book my flights around making sure I'm home for Mother's Day, and she said, Angie, she said, Mother's Day is every single day that you are with your girls. You don't need a day to be recognized. And she said, that's, you know, and so when it came time to be ambassador that night, like I said, I worked on the phones, I was digging.
Now, how many are going to be creating your slideshow? I want to hear, what does being a 5-star ambassador sound like again? What does a $1 million a year earner in Visalis, what does that feel and sound like? Let me hear it. Awesome, guys. I'm here to talk to you today about promoting the challenge on Facebook. And some of you guys may or may not know my background. While struggling to do network marketing, I found myself online building and tried every single, sales funnel and marketing course, and followed all the gurus and blogged and Twittered and all sorts of things. And it really left me with really minimal results. But Visalis has really tapped into the social aspect of promoting your business online. So we're going to go through some do's and don'ts, some tips. There's going to be a couple of key aspects that are new in here, so if you've seen this before, make sure you pay close attention. That's very, very relevant to your business. The thing that I want to see if you guys can just pay attention, if used improperly, Facebook can cost you thousands of dollars per month. If used properly, you can create it and build it up to be a 6-figure residual income. Some of you guys want the ladder. Absolutely, right? So we're going to start off with what your profile is saying. The biggest thing I want you guys to do is kind of like a self-audit. You guys can do it when you get home tonight or tomorrow after our big fiesta profile picture. Also, maybe your profile picture hasn't been changed in a while. So just update it, make it contemporary. Make sure that your info, that your About Me section has some information about Visalis. I've gotten so many customer signups just by having my website in my info on my profile. Do you guys know that you can go in there and put in your website? Free orders, it's amazing. So make sure that you guys are looking at it as a professional. And that it's positive. That it's somebody that's, you are portraying as somebody you want to partner with. And I kind of know what I mean. I probably rolled at least, I would say around 50 people off of my Facebook. This is really, really powerful stuff. This last little warning here, most of us have done, is to hide your friends. Now, if I came to you today and you had your little black book and had all of your address names, all of your, your GST top 25 and then some, would you just let me have it? No, that is your asset. So make sure that you hide your friends. If you don't know how to do this, ask a 12-year-old. They'll walk you through it. Facebook timeline. This is huge. I think everyone's being forced to. How many of you guys have Facebook timeline out there? And some of you guys are like, I will not conform to the timeline. Make sure that you do switch over. It is so much brighter, bigger. You can capitalize off of the cover photo, the cover image, what you're seeing right here with our amazing co-founders. You can change. I change mine nearly every couple of days. And I don't actually put just Visalis stuff. I make it more lifestyle. Guys, we are selling a lifestyle. We're selling the dream of what people want. And so I'm constantly updating, keeping people guessing. Clean up old posts. How many of you guys, by a show of hands, have experience or have been in another company before? This is probably 30% of the room.
So go back down on your timeline. If you have old posts from like a year ago, people can still see them. So if you have stuff in your old business, delete them, clean it up. If you have Farmville posts, because you used to play games on Facebook, hopefully you're not playing them anymore. Make sure that you clean those up as well. One of the cool things that you can do on the timeline, which I love, is that you can feature a status update or a video or any post. So you press the little star right next to the post and it makes it huge on your profile. And it keeps it at the top. So we did this the other day, again, very much lifestyle marketing documented. We shared how we were 5 years behind on back taxes. 5 years. We were on an endless payment plan with the IRS, and we paid the other day on, was it Wednesday? We paid our last debt of back taxes to the IRS. So we made a big post of it, featured it, had like 500 likes, 50 shares, over 80 comments, and I mean, people were so excited. I was getting comments that says, oh my God, I'm behind too, nobody knows. And it's amazing because it brought them more connected to me. They're like, me too. Only my mom knows that I'm behind a couple years on my taxes. I need to find a better way out. It serves a purpose. Pictures and videos are everything. The eye is naturally attracted to photos and to images. So be documented. We're going to be talking about what to post. But first, who do you add? Obviously, be following our co-founders, your upline leaders, and Visalis itself. You guys, I think that these social media gurus probably know what they're doing, so you might get some ideas from following them. So make sure that you add them. Also, make sure that you add your GST top 25 list. How many of you guys have people on your list or that you've been thinking about in your head, but you don't have their phone number? You guys anybody have people like that? I did. Actually, I have a story. I have a gentleman that I met 4 years ago, and we had one conversation. We met, and he did Zumba, was a Zumba instructor. And we had that one conversation, never talked again. I think we exchanged a couple of emails. 4 years goes by, I'm constantly redoing my list. And all of a sudden, I had like a memory jogger moment. And I'm like, I know somebody who teaches Zumba. Emery. Oh, Emery Oldacker. I didn't have his phone number though, but I found him on Facebook. So I added him. Within a day, sent him a message saying, hey, we really need to chat. I'm going to share here in a second. I'll just share it right now. How many of you guys would love to get your Facebook friends, how to get them off Facebook and actually on the phone? How many of you guys would love that? A guaranteed method, a guaranteed call to action that will get anybody that's interested in Visalis or interested in this challenge, that's commenting or liking your stuff, to get them on the phone so you can actually talk to them. You guys want a little patented line that works?
Oh, yeah.
99% of the time? This is what I always say. I find Facebook really impersonal. I don't. What's the best number and time that we can chat? I'll give you all the info. People just want the information. So they're like, sure. And then they give me their number. 99.9% of the time, it works. They get back to me, usually within minutes. Get them on the phone, get them in the funnel. So make sure that you add other people. I contacted this guy, come to find out he wasn't teaching Zumba anymore. In fact, was in a financially devastating point in his life. He scrambled the money to get started a few weeks later, and now this month, 5 months in, is going ambassador this month. So it's amazing. That one person digging down, we met one time at that one place, remember? You just never know. Make sure that you're building up your friends. You want to max it out. I have over 5,000 now, but build up at least 2,000 friends and more. So what should you post? Obviously, you want to go public with your challenge goal, and you want to give updates. There's a caveat to that. I'm going to add a caveat to posting about Visalis on your Facebook, is that make sure that you do a limited moderation. So I have people that I've seen, and you've probably seen as well, and hopefully it's nobody in this sea of 1,500 people, that all they do every 15 minutes is posting shake recipes before and afters, and they're like, does that get kind of annoying? You've seen other people and other companies do that, right? It comes across kind of spammy. So make sure that when you're promoting your challenge that you're doing updates, so So you're also adding in other things. The fact that you guys, you went to go see the new movie out, or that you went to this restaurant, or that you're, my daughter got straight A's. Congratulations with a picture of her in her honor roll. Be personal. Facebook's not about business, it's about social and personality. So obviously you have to be on the challenge, and you do want to document it. Do it together. We're doing a group challenge right now. We're going to talk here in a second on makeover, takeover, and we're all taking each other together. And it's awesome because people are literally waiting and super excited to see our updates and see us working out. Teach your new customers and promoters to go public. I have them do this at the challenge party. I do. I say, great, you guys got your phone on you, your smartphone, which everyone does nowadays, it seems. How many guys can get Facebook on your phone? They whip it out. So you guys, grab your phone right now. You got your phone on you? Let me see your phone. Nice phones. Who's an iPhone user out there? Who's a Droid user? Sorry. Hilarious. Oh, BlackBerry still exists? I just lost a quarter of the audience. 3%. So grab your smartphone, post your update. Hey Josh, what's your goal for the next 90 days?
Lose 20 pounds.
Lose 20 pounds. Okay, great. So what we're gonna do, open up your Facebook, say, hey, I just found out I'm starting my 90-day health challenge. I'm super excited. I want to lose 20 pounds. Who wants to get fit with me? Ask me how. And literally by the time they drive home, they have qualified, hot, interested prospects. It is amazing and it works. Do that with your customers as well. Tag people and congratulate them. Share stories. More than anything, instead of being, I don't really promote the body by buy opportunity, I just share a story. So when somebody on my team, Rank Advance, I share their story. Congratulations, Tom Levern, out of South Carolina, pastor, going ambassador, part-time in 4 months, replacing his auto glass, income. Just little things like that. I share the stories, and you can get them all over Facebook, your team, your upline, crossline, diagonal line, any which way, direction, just share. Events. I'm not a big fan of events. Here's why. It's an accessory promoting tool. Say accessory.
Accessory.
What people will do is they will use this to replace the actual getting on the phone. So they'll use this to replace actually making the dials and getting people through the funnel. This is just an accessory tool, so just use it as a little bit of a reminder, but still make the calls. Now the social secret sauce is really playing team. So, utilizing your other team members and go comment on their updates. When they're posting about their challenge, go give them a high five. Go give them a wahoo. Share your testimony like, oh my gosh, Josh, I'm so excited. You're down 17 pounds in 35 days. I'm down 5 pounds as well. Fantastic. I can't believe we're doing this together. It will create so much buzz and interest. And guess what? When I post my update, Josh is going to come back and do it on my status. So it's a community. It really speaks to the prospect. So we have some new applications out there. As techy as I am, I'm not that techy. You can go to promotertab.mysales.com. It actually allows you on your fan page to add a point of sale. So if you guys have over 5,000 friends, you have a fan page, you can go to this and add that in there. Basically, you can make sales from your Facebook. With the recipe application, this is amazing, guys. If you're seeing your team come up with these hot new recipes, I know that Tara Wilson has a jelly bean recipe that's going viral. So go and put that into recipes.bysalis.com. It's just unbelievable technology. Are you guys sick of this company being at the forefront of every single possible thing ever? It's just so freaking cool. I'm always impressed. Every day it's gooder and gooder, right, Kyle? Like I did with Emory, call people, reconnect to rebuild rapport. That's what I use Facebook for. I use it to rebuild rapport. When I got started, I started with a list of 50 names, and then we extended it to about 400 over the next few weeks and month or so. And a lot of those people I hadn't talked to, like Emory, in years. But I used Facebook to reconnect, to go comment on a couple of their things, to start the dialogue again. And it's amazing, I was doing the math.
400 names on my list that I've gotten through the funnel was like $260 a month in our pockets. So it's true, those numbers do really work. Open up 10 new conversations per day, get them through the system, get them through the tools, and get them to your challenge party, or use the calendar invite and get them to a local challenge party there. So I want to talk about Makeover Takeover, June 21st. How many guys are excited about revealing your hot new body on Makeover Takeover? Can I hear you? I can't wait to see some of your guys' pictures. This is such social proofing and documentation. People love reality shows. This is like our own realityness. So support each other, play team, take each other. We partnered with 4 other Canadians, and we actually worked with them doing a group challenge called Operation Crush and Boom. And we're all updating our statuses every single Tuesday, which is Takeover Tuesday. You can win prizes. But what will happen is at the end of all of this, on June 21st, which is pretty much the first day of summer, we're all going to change our profile picture together. Talk about making a statement. Can we get another world record? The number of people that changed their profile picture in one day in one company. Yeah, that's easy. And then step 3, make sure that, again, you're supporting other challengers, you're congratulating them. We are an environment of positivity. 87% of what we receive in is negative in life. 87% of what we're bombarded with every single day is negative. So support other people, and it will really, really, really come back to you. After this Makeover Takeover, we will be able to post, share, vote, and participate in unveiling the first North American next bi model, male and female. Who's going to be the next bi model in here? Do I have some sexy people in this room? I'm excited. For more Facebook training, there is a longer Facebook Factor with Blake in our back office. Also, we'll be doing some intensive training in Vitality at Miami, so make sure that if this is of interest of you, that you get your sign-up form and you get that in for this raffle. I have the privilege and honor of bringing up, again, not only probably the best-looking couple in network marketing, but also our global ambassadors,